Hey everybody, this is Supplement Inner Circle. I'm Dave.
Tony?
Today we have ALLMAX Nutrition CARBion. CARBion?
Yeah.
I keep liking to pronounce CARBion, but that's just me. I think we're going for the electrolytes that they added in there. That's kind of, carbohydrates. The electrolytes has like the ion kind of thing to it, so makes sense. We got this from the Arnold. From the booth. One of the guys there was very nice enough to give us these to review. Tony's tasted it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite ALLMAX products. Very tasty. I could probably drink this 3 times a day, but since I'm doing a low carb diet, one's plenty.
Yeah, make sure at least after your workout.
Yeah.
After reading their write-up on the ALLMAX page, I'm going to come right out and say I'm not very, fluent as far as how these kind of carbohydrates are going to work in your body. The best of my understanding is opposed to just pure dextrose. What they're saying is, if you're on a budget and you just want that post-workout insulin boost, you know what, dextrose really isn't all that bad. But if you want the absolute best carbohydrate, this is where ALLMAX is kind of going with. And what they're saying is that dextrose is pretty much the smallest, simplest sugar, and it is absorbed extremely quick. But it's absorbed extremely quick once it exits your stomach. And it can actually take up to 30 minutes to exit your stomach, because what happens is dextrose and simple sugars have a different pH than, let's say, what they've also added here is the high molecular weight, ultra high molecular waxy maize. That's going to have the correct pH. So what's going to happen is that's going to shoot right through, right into the small intestine and enter the bloodstream. So that's where, a lot of the, is waxy maize, a good carb, it's just cheap or whatever like that. It doesn't exit or enter any, it doesn't enter the bloodstream any quicker than, let's say, dextrose. However, it does get right past your stomach quicker than dextrose. So they threw 6 different carb sources into this, as opposed to some of these other carbohydrate products that are out there. I won't single any out, but for the most part, they're just one source of carbohydrates. And pretty much what's going to happen is that one source is going to hit your system at one time. And with ALLMAX, and they've said they've been testing this for about a year now, and they have a lot of athletes coming in saying this is by far the best carb product I've tried, because they got 6 different ones in there at varying dosages, anywhere from 6 grams of one to 1.6 grams of another. And it's almost, just to put it in like the most simplest terms, it's like how casein protein works for carbohydrates. It's going to release carbs and glucose into your system at different rates, which, as far as exercise, highly trained individuals and athletes, is very good. Yeah. And that's why they recommend pre, post, intra, all around, depending on what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're looking to get shredded, one after your workout is probably enough with your protein shake, because it's going to shuttle all those amino acids to your muscles, which are primed if you're lifting and working hard.
I actually like taking it pre-workout.
Okay.
I'll take it like an hour to 2 hours before I work out, and I noticed that I have less fatigue.
Well, that's what they were saying on this, is that if you take dextrose, 20 minutes to an hour before a workout, by the time that you get such a huge spike, it works. But then as you're coming down, right in the middle of your workout, you're hypoglycemic. You're either, depending on when you took it, you got super high blood sugar or super low, because it's just this huge spike. With the 6 different sources, you're getting more of a prolonged kind of hump, I would say, as opposed to a spike. And you're going to have that that boost of energy and the glucose-filled blood, going, the glycogen going through your system over a prolonged period of time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what they're saying on this. It makes sense to me as far
Yeah, definitely a product worth trying, especially if you're hitting a plateau, in your performance and you're looking for, more sustained energy. A quality carb product is definitely worth, trying out.
Yeah, and we'd love to get people's takes on, if you've been doing any one of the other carb products out there. When you give this a try, let us know how they compare.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's, if they really do have something here with the, going with 6 different ones as opposed to just, one source. And just, the bare breakdown, you got 40 servings in here, got 100 calories, and 25 grams of carbs per serving, and that's 0 sugar. So it's not getting into that or anything, but for the most part, you're getting quality carbohydrates and 6 different kinds. So yeah, pair them around your workout. It's ALLMAX Nutrition CARBion. It's a supplement.